and gentlemen, to Attack on Samurai, bringing you all. My bad. I was just making sure I was recording. Bringing you all another drawing session. So, how are y'all doing, man? How are y'all doing? Hope y'all are doing well. As I'm recording this, it is the 2nd of September. So you guys will probably end up seeing this tomorrow, being Saturday and whatnot. Or you might see this go up later on tonight if I'm able to actually get this up tonight. But I gotta wake up early in the morning because I gotta get my hair cut in the morning, like around 8. Because that's the only time that my barber's got open for me right now. Because apparently he's booked for the weekend. Because it's actually Labor Day weekend, which is crazy. Is how fast summer went by already. But yeah, it's gonna be Labor Day weekend. So obviously it's gonna be packed because kids got to go back to school and whatnot, and all these other things. So yeah. Anyways, I've been chilling really. Just wanted to get back with you guys. Just kind of update what I've been up to when it comes to drawing and whatnot. So yeah. Before we get started, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, the Bushido Gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. Again, for right now, this is going to be my substitute for streaming until I can get a better way of streaming. So, again, I'm sorry. I really do apologize for this, that I wasn't able to keep my promise, but I will try my best to stream. Again, Twitch isn't working, so I could try maybe YouTube, see if that one could work, or maybe some other streaming services. If you guys know any other streaming services that can actually work with my internet speed, that would be perfect. But again, I'll just have to search on my own in the meantime. But yeah. So last time I did a vid was I think a week ago. I think it should have been a week ago. About a week ago. Fuck with us and then we tweaking out. Shout out Bobby Shmurda. Anyways. Fuck, I was gonna go somewhere with this. Oh yeah, so I just wanted to update you guys on what I've been working on. So, when I did my last vid, I was showing you guys my comic or my short story comic called June and July. Now, I wanted to get it finished in August, but I was not able to. So, because there's still a lot more I have to finish on that. When it comes to actually no, not really. It's really just coloring in the panels. That's really all I got to do. And this is a lot that I still have to finish on that. Or it's not as much as before that to finish on now. But yeah, I got to do that. And then I also have to, see, I think I have to do that. And then I have to finish, coloring or actually putting in the words or the word text and whatnot for the panels as well. So I got to do that. But yeah, I also found out recently about some places where I could actually start promoting it. So apparently there's a new site where you can actually upload your manga and your short stories. I think it's called Manga Plus or something. Again, I saw it on well, actually, first I saw it on Facebook because that's where I actually because I'm in a Facebook group and they're promoting. I mean, the Facebook group does has other creators whatnot, making their own comics and also just sharing what they've been posting and whatnot. And I remember that I saw some promo about that manga website where you can actually promote your own stuff there. So I'm probably gonna do it there, or I might do Webtoons. Just depends on how I feel, and I guess how long the process will take. But yeah, again, it's not far. I'm not far, or I'm close to being done, but there's definitely still some stuff I gotta finish up. Actually, I want to show you my favorite panel from this because this is probably my favorite panel or my favorite page from my comic so far that I just really like drawing. Yeah, I just want to share it real quick, and then I'm gonna go to working on this Maki piece, and also share some other stuff I've been working on as well. Yeah, let me see if I can get this up real quick so I can just show you guys the panel I worked on. do 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 do. So how y'all been? Hope you guys have been doing well and whatnot. I'm doing pretty fine. Um, so actually last week, again, like when I posted the previous vid, I was just about to go to Virginia, to meet up with my family, down there. So it was actually a fun little trip. Again, I was just there for the weekend, so I came in on Friday and then I left on Sunday. Um, it was nice, it was nice. Again, I haven't seen my family down in Virginia since I graduated from, or actually no, scratch that. I didn't get to see them, after I graduated from university down there. So I was able to see them. They didn't come to my graduation and all that. So yeah, I was glad I made the trip to actually go see them because it's always good to go see family, especially during this time right now, where things are just really hectic and COVID and all that stuff. There's still that gap, and I'm pretty sure like there's people out there that haven't actually seen their families in the last 2 years because of what's been going on, with COVID and whatnot, But yeah, definitely I would recommend taking that opportunity to go see your family if you haven't done that yet. But yeah, again, I enjoyed it. I didn't get to see all my family members. I didn't get to see like every family member I wanted to see. Like I didn't get to see like all my cousins. I heard from them. I heard from a couple of them while I was hanging out with my other cousin, or my oldest cousin, or one of my older cousins. But yeah, we were just hanging out. He took me around to some spots like the beach and whatnot, and I think even I got to hang out with some of his military friends, so it was kind of cool. It was a nice little vibe there. But I really wanted to see the rest of my other cousins too, and just chill and just vibe out for real. But yeah, I didn't get the chance to see them because they were either busy or whatnot. But yeah. Again, it was nice. It was a nice trip. I don't know if I'll go back to Virginia like right away. Maybe I'll go back maybe I'll go back later in the fall, but I'm a little nervous about going back in the fall just because, COVID's rising back up again and all this other stuff. I want to actually mention about COVID in Virginia when I was there. Like when we went to the beach. We didn't actually go on the beach or anything. We went on we went on the boardwalk and whatnot. Yeah, I remember when I was there, I think on the boardwalk, I was the only one wearing a mask. Everybody was just passing by. Nobody wearing a mask, man. It was really crazy to see that. No one gives a fuck down in Virginia. No one cares, man. No one cares. When they were just walking by on that boardwalk, they were just man, it was actually kind of I felt a little uncomfortable, but at the same time, I had my mask on, so it was fine, or I was okay. But still, if I didn't have my mask with me, I probably would have gotten sick. but thank goodness that didn't happen. My cousin though, actually my cousins, I think when I went when I was down there, I don't think any of my cousins, none of my cousins were wearing a mask. Even my older cousin that I was hanging out with for the weekend, I didn't actually, he wasn't wearing a mask, so I was just like, okay. I couldn't really understand that. But I guess with Virginia, since it's so wide and everything, there's just a lot of room, and people are just always moving and whatnot, that I guess people just aren't social distancing because they don't really need to, just because it's so again, the space, there's a lot of space. But still, I mean, Virginia Beach, that area, that's where I was at, actually. Virginia Beach, Norfolk, in that area for the weekend. Yeah, I just couldn't process that. I thought that shit was weird. But, I mean, people live their life the way they want to. Apparently a mask is, a political statement or something like that. It's some kind of, I don't really know. I don't really know. Look. I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna keep it very simple about mask, and then I'm never gonna talk about it again. Um, I want to be safe, man. I want to be safe. I had COVID. That shit was horrible, and I don't want to get it again. I don't. So I'm gonna keep my mask up no matter where I go. Like wherever I'm going, that's in public, I will keep my mask on. Like it's just so weird to me. Like why people are so against wearing a mask? Like, are people just that uncomfortable wearing a mask? Like, I personally don't understand it, but again, to each their own, treat your own. That's how people just view things. But again, I'm trying to be safe. I'm not trying to catch COVID again. Like when I caught it, like actually, you know what? Okay, let me. God, I got so much to say. I'm sorry. Look, okay, so, when I caught COVID, I mean, at first it felt like a cold or nothing. Like it was a cold. I was in the house for like a month, basically. Mostly because, well, one, you know, I was still recovering, and then two, I couldn't actually work, so I pretty much was just stuck in the house for a while, so I couldn't really do much. I mean, it's not like it's anything new, because I'm just used to that. I'm more of a homebody, but yeah, now it's been, I think, because I got it in April, actually. That's when I got COVID. I caught COVID, like, mid-April, and then I was COVID-free, like, around the end of April, early May. So as of right now, it's been 5 months actually. Now it's been 5 months, going into September. It's been 5 months since I had COVID, and there are actually some side effects, you know, that come with it, or like I guess post symptoms that come with COVID, like. Apparently, like, people don't actually know this, or not a lot of people know this about COVID, but the virus actually goes through your entire system. So, like, it hits every part of the body. Hits the nervous system, hits the digestive system, again, respiratory, it hits everything. So, like, but the thing is that makes it scary is that, like, you're not going to notice these things until later on, you know? And like I started noticing that, you know, I was having like some digestive issues, like, you know, I just didn't really understand that. And then, you know, like I was also having like some nervous issues as well. Just a lot of like shaky hands. My breathing was a little off sometimes. Sometimes it would be hard for me to breathe at one point. Like I'd have to take like a really heavy breath. Like it was weird, man. It was really weird. I'm still experiencing these things, but it's not as bad as it was like a while back. But yeah, yeah, man, this disease is nothing to fuck around with. Like I'm being dead serious about this. If you can avoid it, just do it. Just simple as that. Just do it, man. Cause you know, and again, that thing spreads too. So like. Just do it. Just simply do it. All right. Anyways, that's my spiel about COVID. But yeah. Anyways, I want to get back into the comic real quick. So this is again going back to the short story comic. This is probably my favorite panel that I worked on. The reason why is simply because of the faces or the expression. Like especially in this panel right here. Like this one is probably my favorite. Just because like. I don't know, maybe to you guys it's like it's probably like I don't know. What do you guys think about this panel? Or I guess like this whole page in general, like I mean, I know I don't have any text here yet, but could you guys actually understand like where the flow is going with or where the flow is actually going? Or is it like a little too what's the word? Or I guess is it or I guess is it like hard to follow? It might be a little hard to follow, but basically I'm trying to do this like from right to left. So this is actually the first panel of the page, and then it moves over like this. So that's what I'm trying to do, or that's how it is. So like you got the first shot, then the second shot, which will follow up with the reaction, and then there's another reaction which follows up with another reaction. So that's kind of what I'm doing here with this panel, or with this page. But yeah, this is probably like, I'm not gonna say too much about this page, just that it's a pretty important page. That's all I'm gonna say. And again, drawing this face was probably the most fun I had, because this face, it means so much. It means so much. Anyways, yeah, like I said, this is almost done. Again, just gotta add, well, again, this page is pretty much done. I've already colored it and everything. All I gotta do is, like add a background color, and then add the text to it, and then this is pretty much a finished page. So yeah, so that's gonna be a lot of fun to do. And that's all I really wanted to show from this manga, or from my short story comics. So again, June and July, I'm gonna try and get this done this month. Hopefully I get it done, like, I mean, it's definitely, like, on the way, like I said. Like, as you can tell, this page is already finished. I'd probably say, like, of all the pages I have right now, because it's actually, like, 19 pages, I think I've colored in about 8 or 9 already, like, fully. I think fully done. So, I still got a little bit more left to go, but yeah. So, I don't need that page anymore. Alright, so here's the stuff I've been working on recently. So right now I'm working on this piece, or I'm working on this drawing of Maki from Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, this is kind of a spoiler, because this is actually from the manga. So, I probably should have given you a warning, but I guess I'll give the warning now. If you don't want to be spoiled by JJK, don't look at this, or even hear me. just like, I don't know, mute me for like, I don't know how long, but I'll probably just move on to the next page, and then you can probably unmute it. But anyways, so I really like JJK. I think Jujutsu Kaisen is a really fun manga. I've been enjoying the story quite a lot, and it's very it's very like action packed, but it's also like it's very heavy in its lore, especially when it comes to the fighting in the manga, with the whole curse techniques. It's very much inspired by Hunter x Hunter, where it comes to like how Nen and isn't it like Nen and N or something like that? How that functions in the Hunter x Hunter world. So it's kind of like that, but JJK just adds a lot more layers to it, with like domain expansions and all this extra shit that goes on there. But yeah, I probably say when it comes to JJK, there's a lot of characters. Like, there's so many characters. So many characters. Like, after the Shibuya arc, like, because again, that arc is the most important like arc in the whole manga, and I think a lot of people can attest to that. But yeah, that pretty much just sets the course for where the story goes at that point. So, and I mean, technically it's going in multiple areas, or it was going in multiple like areas after the Shibuya arc, which was cool. But yeah, that was definitely a very important arc in that manga, or a very important arc in the manga, with a lot of like developments for separate characters. But yeah, when it comes to my favorite characters in JJK, I probably say Yuji's one of them. Actually, no, it's the whole trio. I love all of them. the whole trio is cool. Like Yuji, Nobara, and Megumi, they're all cool. I like all three of them. And they all have some very cool, stuff going on with them. Of course, Yuji being the protagonist. Even though it's weird, because sometimes he's a protagonist, but he doesn't actually like have a lot of focus. Like, there's not much focus on him. Because I mean, technically Yuji and Sukuna, they're like the end game, kind of. They're like the end game for the manga, or maybe or at least that's what I'm thinking. That's what it's supposed to imply. That's how it's implied to be. With Gojo versus Sukuna, that's going to be like the climax of the story, or some shit. But yeah, I definitely say that those three are my favorite. It does suck though that Yuji doesn't get a whole lot of attention though. Because again, like all he has really when it comes to his techniques is that he just hits really hard, and also he just has a lot of stamina and can do like multiple black flashes. Nobara, I like her technique a lot just because the whole like doll technique where she like takes a pen out and then like takes out a hair from somebody and then just sticks them. That shit's crazy, man. That's really cool. Using like the different hammers as well, just to hammer down the opponent or hammer down like her foes and whatnot. Again, she's just such a fun character too. It's spoilers throughout this whole thing, but it does suck that there hasn't been much info about Nobara since the fight with what's his name? Is it Mahito? I think it's Mahito. Yeah, it's been a while since there's been anything about Nobara, so a lot of people are thinking that she's dead. I hope she's not. I think she's kind of in hiding, like how Maki was, for a bit. So I think she'll probably make some debut I think she'll make her debut again, or her return at some point in the manga before it ends. But yeah, she seems like a very important piece, especially because of how well she handled Mahito. But yeah, Maki though. Maki's is probably like my fourth favorite character. Ooh, actually no, that's hard to say now. That's definitely tough to say. Damn, that's actually tough to say. But she's one of my favorite characters. She is. Like, I like her design a lot, and I liked her even more after the Shibuya arc, where she's pretty much unlocked her full potential. So this is kind of her like at her full potential. She got really fucked up in Shibuya, and she went to the Zenin household and she fucked everybody up. Simple as that. And that's where I was just like, "Yep, you're one of my favorite characters now." You were one of my favorite characters because that shit was so badass. But yeah, I'm just drawing her now. I've already like drawn like her. I've already drawn like the shape and everything. I'm just like coloring in some stuff now. So yeah. But again, Maki is definitely one of my favorite characters in JJK. She's just fire as fuck. Cool ass character. Now, let me just continue with the coloring here. So I actually got a comment. It was actually my Discord. If you guys are new to my channel, my Discord is at the top of the video, or at the top of the description in my videos. So if you want to, join my Discord, it's right there. But I actually did get a comment in my Discord saying that they actually did like this stuff. So I'll do my best to keep doing this. Again, if I can get streams going, then this will be much easier, or that would be like a lot better, and I can also be able to interact with you guys directly. But for right now, again, this is the best I can do until further notice. So yeah. But yeah, like in JJK, there's just so many characters to really keep track of too. That's like another thing that I'm not gonna say I dislike it. It's really hard to keep track of everybody. There's so many characters. There's so many characters that got introduced recently, or that got introduced in the new arc like going on right now, the Culling game. There's just so many characters, man. Well, actually, like not just in the Culling game, but everything leading up to the Culling game. There was just so many characters left and right to keep track of. But yeah. But yeah, I probably see like from the main cast. Again, I don't really think I have characters I dislike from the main cast. Well, except for the principal doesn't really count as the main cast. But I probably see him. I don't really like him that much, but I think probably a lot of people are like that too. But yeah, there aren't really too many characters I dislike from JJK. Oh yeah, Mahito. Can't forget about him. Can't forget about Mahito. And the Kamo brain guy, because he's the whole mastermind behind this. He's like Aizen, but crazier. Or actually, no, he's Aizen, but he wanted to be a woman at the same time. He had plans set up from the beginning. Oh, but yeah, it was all calculated. It was all calculated. Bro was ready. But yeah. I'd probably say it was like those two. When it comes to JJK. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do like some more like JJK related drawings. To be honest, Maki was the first one I thought of to draw, just because like when it comes to the current manga, or when it comes to where the manga's at right now, she actually is getting she actually has a fight going on right now in the manga. So I was just like, you know what, man, I gotta draw her because she's just too fire. She's too damn cool. But yeah, it's kind of where it went from there, really. But I may end up drawing Yuji at some point, or maybe even Megumi, or a Nobara. I might draw Toji though. Toji's also another cool character too. Megumi's dad. But yeah, that guy. Oh, that guy was a beast. That guy was a fucking beast, man. Definitely one of the strongest characters in JJK by far. And I guess I can see now why Sukuna has so much interest in Megumi. Just because of, well, I mean, not just because of the Shadow City, but probably just because of the potential that Megumi could have. I guess that's why Sukuna is just so excited about seeing Megumi all the time. Yeah, eventually I'll draw him. Eventually, I think that'll be a really fun one to do. But yeah. Oh, let me just take a quick break real quick, because I actually wanted to show you guys like what else I've been working on too. So I started working on this Maki piece today, but yesterday I actually finished working on this piece of this drawing of Asta. So I drew Asta, and here it is. So this is the whole digital piece, or the whole digital drawing. So yeah, this one. Well, first, so every time I draw these things, I always do a sketch first. So I always sketch it out first, and then then I print it, or then I take a picture, put it up into here, and then I just draw over it. Just sketch it out and then draw over it after, or I mean, like draw it out, and then either redraw it, with just like a solid line instead of just like doing like multiple strokes. And then I would just go into, just drawing and everything. Excuse me. But yeah, this one was fun to draw too. I really did like this one. Black Clover is another one of my favorite mangas, from the new generation. Even though it's like coming to an end in like the next couple years, but still, this has definitely been a fun one too. It did get a lot of hate back in 2017 when it first dropped, just because like the animation looked really shitty. But then it got better over time, so a lot of people people complain less, and then people started to actually like it. So yeah. I do remember watching it like when it first debuted. Like I remember watching like the first 4 episodes, and then like I kept seeing comments about, oh, this looks like shit. And then I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not really feeling it like that. So then I decided to come back 3 years later after seeing like all these clips of Asta, like fucking up some of the villains and whatnot, or some of the antagonists and whatnot in the manga, not in the manga, but in the anime, and I was just like, oh, this is kind of fun. It's kind of cool. So then I got addicted to it, and now I'm a Black Clover fan. So I'm already caught up with the manga too, and yeah, the manga is also like, oh man, the manga is something else right now. Let me tell you something. The manga is definitely some heat at the moment. What's going on with the main story. or with the main antagonist, who just got revealed, or who got revealed in like, or who got revealed like right before the break, right before the mangaka's break. So yeah, basically, just have him like wearing a cloak. I was trying to get him to have like the same like cloak he had, in the second, or in the after the time skip, with him having like the black robe and like the red like rope around it and whatnot. I was thinking about doing that, but I think this is, I kind of like the cloak a little bit more. It's just kind of cool, the white highlight and everything around the black. So yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Then I have another one I was working on. Which I have one of Ash I was working on too. So yeah, I finished this one. I think I finished it like, cause I worked on this first, and then I was doing the Asta one. Or I was doing this one first, then had the Asta one on the other side. So, which is funny because at first when I was drawing the Ash piece, I was actually doing it on the train on my way back home on Sunday. So I started drawing, I had drew a sketch first, then put it in my phone, took a picture, send it over to my email, then all that good shit. So I did that, and then I tried sketching it on the train. And I'm not gonna lie, train moving at like, I don't know how many miles per hour. That shit was kind of a little shaky. So I had to wait till I get home to really like clean it up and fix it and make it look better. So yeah, I finished this. I'd probably say probably early in the week, maybe like Wednesday. I think I finished it Wednesday. I'm pretty sure I finished it Wednesday. But yeah, so this one was interesting to do because I was trying to figure out how to make it look like lightning, like how to actually make the thunderbolts look like thunderbolts, and only figured it out after using the blur, the blur filter. So I was able to blur it, and then it just kind of had that thunderbolt effect to it. But yeah, I wanted to draw Ash, wearing his original outfit from the Indigo League, and just have him have all the new mechanics and shit. The Mega Stone, the Z ring, and the Dynamax ring. So yeah, I just want to have all that, just kind of combine all these things that just make the current Ash. I think it would have been way cooler if he wore his original outfit for the Champion League or whatever, the Champion Top 8. That would have been fire. That would have been so clean, but but it is what it is. I don't really mind his new design and whatnot. But still, this would have looked way cooler. But yeah, finished this on Wednesday, so I just wanted to share that. And then I have one that I finished when I was actually when I was still in Virginia. So I drew. So this is supposed to be this is actually a spoiler, by the way. My bad. This is a spoiler. So you've been warned already, or before it even got started. This is actually Luffy. From One Piece, and he's in his Gear 5 mode. So yeah, here's the story behind this one. I was actually listening to a song. From the late 60s, by this group called the shit, I forgot their name. God, I forgot their name, but basically, the name of the song. Wait, I might be able to find it. I don't really want to look for it right now. I could get my phone, but my phone's charging. I don't feel like getting it. Anyways, the name of the song is called "Let the Sun Shine In." So just search that up and you'll find it. But yeah, that's the song I was thinking about, and I was listening to it on repeat because I was just really vibing with it and everything. And somehow I made a connection. I was just like, yo, let the sun shine in. The Nika fruit. The Nika. Luffy's like a sun god. Or Joy Boy. Or whatever. Or his fifth form is like a sun god, kinda. it just kind of went like that, and I was just like, yep, I gotta do that. I'm making an AMV when the new when Gear 5 shows up, cause bro, that shit is gonna be so cool. That's gonna be so cool to see fully animated. But that won't be for that probably won't be until like somewhere midway in spring or maybe next summer. Which is unfortunate, but still the fights leading up to it are gonna be cool though. Because now I think where the anime is at right now, since it took a small break because of the movie, and also Gear 5 was teased in the movie as well. Or actually, it wasn't teased; it was just shown. It was just straight up there. Apparently, I may end up watching that. I may end up watching the new movie at some point. But yeah, so they already had it shown there. So it's already like revealed and everything. But again, no one really knows much else about it. Besides, that's Luffy's new form. But but yeah, wow, I can't English or I can't think right now. But yeah, just wanted to just draw Luffy in his Gear 5 form and let the sunshine in. That's gonna be such a fun AMV to do. Like, I'm so excited to do that. I just gotta wait till next year. Hope I don't have to wait too long though. But yeah, like where the anime is right now, after taking that break for the movie, like Luffy's still fighting Kaido, and now Law and what's his name? Law and Kid are gonna be fighting Big Mom soon, so that's going on, and yeah, so everything's just starting to like really like build up. So really, it's actually really gonna start once Robin fights what's her name, Black Maria. Once she fights her, then it's really about to get started. So yeah, and those fights are probably gonna last a while. They'll probably last like maybe 2 or 3 episodes, like probably each fight actually. So like again, Robin versus Black Maria, and then Sanji versus Sanji versus Queen, and then King versus Zoro, and then Jinbei versus the cat guy. That won't, or Who's Who. That might be a whole episode, honestly. Well, not like a whole episode, but maybe like a cut in or something like that. Then that one, and then what else? There's another fight. There's another fight there. Oh, or I guess like the conclusion with Orochi. That's also there as well. So there's just a lot still before Luffy actually shows Gear 5 off. So yeah, it probably won't come out until the summer. Which is actually fitting, but but yeah. So that's what I've been working on when it comes to these digital drawings. So I'm gonna go back to working on Maki real quick and just keep on keeping on. But yeah, I actually do have another sketch that I'm working on right now too. So I have a sketch I already have planned to draw on here soon. But once I'm finished with Maki, I'm gonna dive right into that one. I already have like some other drawings in my head as well. I have one I want to do of a JoJo character, but I don't know which JoJo character to do yet. It might end up being Jotaro, or it might be Giorno. I'm not too sure yet, but I think Jotaro is probably the closest one that I'm looking at right now to do. So yeah, I want to work on that. And there's another character I want to work on. Oh yeah, I want to work on a drawing of what's her name? Of Revi from Black Lagoon. I know my friend my boy Gallade, he was actually on that for a while. So I may end up drawing Revi at some point. But yeah, like, so the whole theme, I don't know if you guys have noticed it already, but the whole theme that I have going on with these drawings is basically they're all not showing their eyes. So like, Ash not showing his eyes, Luffy's not showing his eyes as well. And same with Asta, but I just have it, like kind of implying it with, with the light, with the star effect going on right there. So I'm probably gonna do the same thing with Maki, but it might just be a reflection of her glasses. But yeah, that's kind of the theme I have going on. Really, just kind of like hiding away the glasses or hiding away the eyes and just showing off, like, I guess, the true nature of the characters. So yeah, that's what I'm really working on. I have another well, actually, I'm just thinking about it now. I have like another plan or another project I have in mind where I'm just like drawing the characters from like the back. So like, for example, I could draw like a picture of or I could draw like Goku with his back turned and whatnot, and like maybe looking from the side or whatnot as well. So those are just ideas I have planned just for some future projects in my head. So yeah. Also, speaking of future projects, actually not really speaking of future projects, but speaking of getting back into a project, I want to get back into my main comic, my main manga, Ozzy Strider. So I think I feel ready enough to start drawing digitally on here and actually like draw the comic on here. So I think I want to do that, especially seeing as how accustomed I'm getting to this pad, especially after drawing so much with the June and July comic as well. So I think I feel pretty confident enough to start drawing my main comic on this thing. So that's gonna be a lot of fun to do. I already have. Oh shit. I don't know why. I thought I actually like colored over like the inside of her arm, but yeah. So I already have like sketches done for the first chapter of my comic, or my main comic, Ozzy Strider. I just gotta actually keep drawing more and keep making sketches as well, but also like start to draw like the big sketches of it. So yeah, because like I just have like thumbnail sketches of the shots of the first chapter anyway. So yeah, I am going to start like drawing those out very, very soon, and I'll probably end up making a video about that as well at some point if you guys would like to see that. But yeah. So while I've been taking a break, a semi break from recording Pokemon a lot, and also like the other stuff on my channel too, I've actually been trying to find some more work opportunities. So I want to actually do commissions for people, like do drawings for people, whether it be digital prints or even stuff like I'm doing right now. I like to find more people that are interested in my work. I know I'm not the best artist, but I'm working to improve myself improve myself by drawing almost every day. So yeah, I'm just trying to find clients really that are interested in what I want to, and that are interested in what I'm doing. Now, I actually did get a client recently. There was some person that had put out put out a job for a cartoonist or illustrator, and I actually applied for it, and I got a response back. So this guy wants me to do an illustration in regards to like some safety policy for his caregiving place or something like that. So I would get paid pretty well for the commission, and yeah, I don't really know too much about it, but the way how this person talks about it, It's a little intimidating because I don't know, in my head, like the way how I looked at it, I thought that it was like it seemed like it was a pretty big deal, you know. But the way how this guy had actually like laid it out in an email and whatnot, like I was just like, oh, this looks easy. This seems fine. I could probably do that. But then another email came in, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? So I actually tried to call this guy and see if I can get an idea of what they want. And I pretty much just told them, you know, like I like to call, you know, find out what's going on, so that way I can be prepared to make whatever I have to do. They're giving me like a whole time frame as well. It's like 10 weeks, which is a lot actually, just for these commissions. But yeah, I don't know anything yet. I don't know anything. I mean, I know I know enough, but I like to talk to this person to understand what's actually going on. So that way we can be on the same level, and there's no miscommunications. Like, that's kind of what happened with the last time I was working with working for somebody when it comes to art. Because I don't know if I mentioned it before in any of my videos, but I was actually working for a graphic designer, and it was a little weird because she didn't exactly tell me. She didn't really guide me like that. She kind of just said, "You got to figure it out," pretty much, in a sense. So I just didn't really, you know, understand, and also I kind of went my own way at some point during the whole like time I was working with her. But again, that didn't last very long. It lasted like less than a month. Plus, we didn't really communicate as well as we didn't really communicate that well. Like, she was kind of like off and on when it came to communication. We only talked like twice, so yeah. But I mean, the work, it wasn't difficult. It's just that I needed to really understand where things were going, and the fact I never really got that, it was a little disappointing. So yeah, man. So yeah. But yeah, anyways, when it comes to this new job, I'm just hoping that there's at least some level of communication, so that way I don't have to feel like I don't know what the fuck's going on. so I would like that very much, to have an idea of what's actually happening while I'm working. So yeah, I'm gonna take care of this. There we go. So yeah, now I'm gonna start putting in the color for her arm and whatnot. Yeah, again, hopefully hopefully I get a response from the guy either tomorrow or sometime before. Honestly, I just hope I get the response tomorrow. That'll be very appreciated if I get a response from them. But if not, then hopefully, like, you know, by next week I will get a response back from this guy. But but yeah. Sorry about that burp. It just happens. It's not really a burp. It's more like a belch. Alright. Here we go. And here we go. So that's one arm done. I might end up putting some shade around it. I'm not too sure yet, but yeah, this is what I got so far. That one. Oh shit, didn't we do that? That's too bright. Do that. And I think I can do this side. There you go. Okay, now so just let me try and zoom in actually. Zoom in to see if I can get this little piece right here. There we go. Try and zoom it again. Alright, there you go. Cool. Oh, so my bad. I actually just kind of blanked out for a minute. I was gonna talk about job opportunities. Okay, so like I said, I've been looking for jobs, and I think I want to get into including the Kennedy Center, because again, that's where I'm working at. That's like the main job. That's like the job I have currently right now. But I was trying to get like some more jobs to work on while also doing graphic design like I'm doing right now, or really just drawing in general, just making work. So that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. Just trying to like, I guess, do some odd jobs until I can find like a main job for real. So yeah, that's kind of the plan at the moment till I can figure out what I'm actually doing. But yeah. So not only am I working at the Kennedy Center, but starting Monday, I'll be working at a running shoe store. So that's gonna be a lot of fun to do. Oh no, I messed up with the hand. Hey. Yeah, I'll be working at a running shoe store on Monday. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. I think I got the job because I ran track. I'm not too sure. But it seemed like that's the case. They were cool though. The manager seemed fine, but I don't want to say too much. But I don't know how long I'll be working there, to be honest. I like to work there, for a good chunk of time, but again, I don't know like how long that's really gonna be lasting. But just enough to where I can make decent income, and then just start building off that is really the plan I have in mind at the moment. So yeah. So that one's actually in though. So I would be working 2 jobs, but I was trying to get into this third one that actually wasn't far from my house. It's actually a coffee shop, but I had the interview and everything. They gave me like one trial just to see where I was at. And mind you, I've never done retail at any point in my life, never. So I don't know anything. All right, I'm just gonna keep it straight up with you. I know nothing about retail. I don't know how to use the cash register. I don't know about any of that shit. So I thought maybe they could train me so I can actually understand it, and when I actually start working, then they'll be pretty confident in me actually working and doing well at the job and whatnot. But nah, they didn't work like that. It don't work like that. They move at a very, very fast pace. So yeah, no time to really learn how to make things and how to do things and whatnot. So I ended up getting cut from the job. So they cut me off. Just said that my times weren't gonna work, which is stupid because we already had that conversation. I had a conversation literally about that. Or literally about when I'm available and whatnot, and they were just like, oh yeah, that's fine. So they were just bullshitting me. They were bullshitting me. So yeah, that was fun. I actually did learn a lot from working there though. Like when it comes to like making coffee and whatnot. Again, like I wasn't working there per se, but just for that trial, I did learn a lot. But it is unfortunate though. I would have liked to work there because the pay was the pay seemed decent too, and just being able to improve my skills in talking to people is just is also very much appreciated. So, but yeah, it's not the case. This is just not the case. So I have to find some other spots to work. But again, 2 jobs isn't bad. So I'm not upset or anything about that. But yeah, so let's go with because the hilt for this sword, it's supposed to be like reddish, I think. So I'll just make it red. I like that red. Oh shit, nope, let me do that. not mean to make her red. There we go. Do. That might be too much. Hold on, let me get. I think I might make it like a little lighter. Actually, that's probably too light. That's probably fine. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I like that color. Alright. And then for the sword, I can go like this for now. And I might end up highlighting it. I'm not too sure yet. Especially, I don't really like that bent there. That bent's a little weird. Just slightly off. Do. Alright, and then that one, and then that one, that one. That. Do the same thing with this one as well. And I'll just start highlighting this side as well. So, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. There was some recent news that came out about the games. They had like a recent trailer or some like showcase showing off a new Pokemon called Grafaiai. I'm gonna call it Gratata. But yeah, or Picasso. My boy Rembrandt. But yeah, it's like a monkey that paints on trees. So it looks cool. Apparently it's a poison normal type. So definitely some interesting type combinations. So that's a ghost immunity. Along with a neutrality to fighting. Which is interesting. Yeah, neutrality to fighting. Poison normal is actually a pretty shit typing. Thinking about that, that's a pretty bad typing. I want to say it's worse than like normal water, normal fire. Normal electric is probably like. Actually, normal electric is actually really good. That's actually a good typing. But normal poison just seems really, really weird. Cause it's like, where do you go with that? Where do you go with that poison normal typing? Because again, you have a ghost immunity, a grass resist, again, you're neutral to fighting now. So yeah, that typing kind of sucks. Typing actually kind of sucks a little bit. It's cool that normal can hit everything though. So maybe it could be like a mixed, like a physical attacker or a special attacker. But again, we don't really know anymore else besides that. It does have two abilities in Unburden and in Poison Touch. But I don't got too much else to say about that. But just from the way it looks very it's definitely an interesting little monkey. So we'll see what it can do and whatnot. But yeah, I remember. But yeah, not even remember. I keep saying I remember like it was a while, like it was a long time ago. But yeah, there were some shots, you know, that Pokemon was showing off of Grafaiai's graffiti, and a lot of people were thinking that it was like a Girafarig evolution just because of the onomatopoeia, I guess, with I or an I. But nah, I is just like the actual thing it's based on, or based off of the actual monkey. Which I saw a picture of what the monkey looks like, and that shit looks ugly as fuck. It should look ugly as hell. Long ass hands and just like some crazy hair. But yeah, how long have I been talking? 59 minutes. Okay, I've been talking way longer than I need to. And I didn't really, I'm gonna try, you know what, I'm gonna try and finish this. I'll just finish this right now. I think I'm gonna make her, I think that's a good color. It's a good color that matches like her outfit and everything. So just make that like that. And I'll end up adding like the highlights and everything to her a little bit later. But yeah, so that's Maki from JJK. It doesn't look exactly like her because I was actually messed up a little bit with her hair. So I was actually trying to like get it the right way that it was since she had short hair, or since she has short hair now. But I kind of like this. Also, her hair should be green, or like a lighter green, or darker green actually. I think I can probably get a green like this. That's actually a good. That's actually like the right green. I don't know if it'll actually. Oh, it did. Well, it kind of did. It kind of worked, but not really. Yeah, I'll take care of that another time, or I'll take care of that later. But for now, I hope you guys did enjoy me talking, and also enjoy just the vid in general of me showing off my work. Again, if you guys want me to keep doing this, I don't mind it at all. I definitely think it's fun, and I also don't mind talking to you guys as well. Don't get as many people to talk to these days, so just being able to talk and express my thoughts and whatnot, it's just nice. It's therapeutic, I'd say, for me. So yeah, that's gonna be that. I hope you all enjoyed the vid. If you guys did, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, the Bushido Gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. And that will be that. Be safe, wash your hands, and peace out.